Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in The Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show here from the ABV Barrel Shop where we're going to be rating the regulars, something that we like to do on a regular basis, but it just doesn't happen, so we do it whenever we can, right?
Yeah, whenever we have a time to do it.
Yeah, we're going to be pairing that with tasting something from Art of the Spirits here, a special pick dedicated to my father, the police pick, and it's got 2 photos of my dad on there, which is pretty cool, so that's what we're going to be drinking today. Before we get to that, though, Darren, something you wanted to talk about. What is that?
So, I kind of mentioned this to you a minute ago, but I think we need to go in more depth. So I recently, when I was playing pickleball yesterday, I met this guy that used to sell fire hydrants.
Yeah.
That was his job, was to sell fire hydrants.
Okay.
And it never occurred to me that there was salespeople for fire hydrants. I just thought, you went to one of 2 companies and you got them, and
right.
That was how it was. What other things in the world have you heard of there being salespeople for, or do you think there's salespeople for that most people wouldn't think about?
Shower curtain rings.
Shower curtain rings? Yeah, sure. It's called a Bed Bath & Beyond employee?
No, see, you're missing that goes over your head because you're too young. That was in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. That was John Candy's job. He was a shower curtain salesman. And I mean, of course, John Candy is hilarious.
Yeah.
Talking about some of his favorite installations through the years and things like that, all the sales challenges, but as applied to shower curtain rings, which is hilarious. But I think it kind of represents exactly what you're saying. As mundane as things can be, someone's out there selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's wild that that was the first thing that came to your mind, because it's still not registering as something I would do. See, I was thinking people have to sell windows or glass, mirrors especially. The person who makes all these mirrors everywhere have to get them into stores and look, this mirror makes you look good. Well, how do you sell a mirror?
How do you sell a mirror? Huh?
Besides making it look better.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have mirror sales. I don't know the way your mind works. I mean, yeah, I guess.
But the shower curtain ring is still more mundane and more...
Do you think there's mirror salesmen? Again, where that would come into play, I would assume is places like Target buyers or Walmart or large. So someone's in there selling those things. Is there buyers for that? Or is it just they have a catalog of a lot of different items and then the buyer's just I'll take that. And probably. Or is there someone who's actually bringing in samples and saying, look at this mirror. It does,
But also, any piece of furniture that's made, they got to get their mirrors from somewhere unless they're making the mirrors themselves.
Right.
So, this type of mirror goes good with dark wood. And
I'm a mirror guy. I got mirrors, yeah.
It had to be someone that really loves looking at themselves in a mirror, because I couldn't do it. Every time I turn around and there's another freaking mirror, I would be done.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd be looking at your hair all the time. So... You get to work with booze companies, though. There's a lot of bar mirrors.
Yes, there is.
Features, so that'd be kind of cool. I'd want to specialize in that division. I'd be I'll handle all of the alcohol companies.
Yeah, all the bars and alcohol.
Bars, beer, bourbon, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'd be doing.
And they're probably the same people that, like, it's a glass manufacturer of some kind in my head.
Right.
So you have the mirror division, you have the two-way glass.
Right. I think that at least you can hold your head up and as a mirror salesman. There's worse products than that, right?
Yeah.
Here's something for hemorrhoids. So you mentioned your whole career is based around hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Stuff
but
like that.
That stuff, like medical stuff, is easier to sell because you can just go to hospitals and doctors' offices and sell it through there.
What if you're selling Massengill? That's an over-the-counter they sell at stores. So I hire you as my Massengill salesperson. All day you're talking about douches and cleanliness downstairs and all that kind of stuff. I mean...
I guess, that would be rough, but...
I mean, you're on an airplane. What do you do for a living? Well,
I lie. That's what you do. You lie. That's not a small topic conversation. That's
so you make up something.
Yeah, I saw fire hydrants. Right. That's actually what I would say. Maybe that's what this guy did.
He was a Massengill salesperson. Is what he was. He sells the Summer's Eve brand. So, I guess I don't know. It's weird, right?
Yeah. No. And there's got to be someone out there pushing the product somehow.
Okay.
Right?
All right. So if you could name, out of our, since we're rating the regulars, out of our regulars, who would be our mirror salesperson, who would be our fire hydrant salesperson, and who would be our Massengill salesperson? It's like F, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Let's see here.
All right. Chris Schott's selling the Massengill in my world.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Fire hydrant sales, Dave Hogan Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
or Hoyle. I could see it going either way.
Dave Hoyle. Okay.
One of the Daves.
One of the Daves. All right. And then
Mirror.
The Mirror. That's Probst. I mean,
yeah.
There's a guy who wouldn't be embarrassed looking in the mirrors all day.
Gonna say definitely not Kyle Neely. That he wouldn't like that.
A mirror for him is like a picture of his favorite person.
Yep.
That was definitely where Probst fits in. So there you go. That's our.
So it's basically the Daves and Chris Schott.
Yes, that's true. Only.
And also, Dave can sell. Dave Probst, that is, sells ink for printers.
Yeah, that's pretty mundane.
Yeah,
he's already kind of in that world. I don't think he actually even sells ink for printers. I think he sells like the dyes.
Yeah, the pigment to go into them.
I mean, so it's like that's the shower curtain ring salesman. He's already in this world where he sells something that is such a component of something else that is just. Yep. It's hard to believe that there's someone that does that. And
then he can double back on the ink sales. He could be making a killing with mirrors, actually.
Yeah, this could be good. This could be good.
Probst, we want half of your mirror sales.
Mirror sales. He's our mirror sales guy. So there you go. I wonder if Schott's middle name is David. Maybe he's Christopher David Schott.
It probably. He seems like a guy that has multiple middle names.
That's true. He was on the Bourbon Daily recently. Oh, he was terrible. He had no clue. He never listened to a podcast. Didn't know how to use Zoom. His wife had to come help him get signed in. So he needed like a handler to get him on air. And then
this is a man that is a pharmacist.
Yeah. He's like, what do I need to do now? I'm like, just don't touch anything. You're set up. Just your job now is just to talk. And that was a mistake to say that because that's all he did. Yeah, but you got to like Schott. But man, yeah, he's a talker. So there you go.
Yeah, there's no empty air when he's around.
True. What are we trying here? What is this?
We have our latest Art of the Spirits pick, as Steve alluded to earlier, with his father honored on the side. This is a 11-year-old. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in Tokai wine casks.
Very nice.
117.2 proof.
Okay. Okay. That's about what we can expect. That bottle is less than halfway.
Yeah, and we've been opening it a lot.
Yeah. But
this has been a popular one.
Yeah. I really pleased about this. Honoring my dad, which is cool. He is on 2 photos on there. One when he was a cadet and one in his last year of work. So pretty cool. It caps his career on both sides. It's like a bookends on the bottle itself, which is very cool. So really glad to have that, and the fact it's finished in Tokai, the wine of kings, always appropriate. So cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
All right. That is very nice. Come by the ABV Barrel Shop, give it a taste, and if you like it, pick up a bottle for yourself. That'd be awesome. I'd love the idea of my dad's bottles being out there. That's a very cool thing. All right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's the moment you're waiting for. We're going to rate the regulars. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Colonel Steve.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's Steve and Darren. We're here at the ABV Barrel Shop, and we are rating the regulars. Here are our 20. Again, we start out the list with 20 people. We'll whittle this down to 10. That's the tough thing. Only 10 can make it. So, Josh Dale. Wayne.
Reigning number one for Josh Dale.
Reigning number one. Wayne Van Sluis. I don't think he's ever been number one, but he's been dancing around it a lot. So yeah,
he has the me treatment. Always number two.
Always number two. Tim Howard, again, a guy who, in the scheme of things, has been a customer really a short time. Though I think he might have came in on like the first day or something.
Yeah, they were both here on opening day.
But he's been a solid customer like the last 6 months or something like that. I think he came in pretty sporadically before that, but yeah, so it's been great to get to know Tim. Clayton Seabacker,
Clay,
Saybacker.
You know.
Clayton Saybacker. The guy with many names. Clay, Clayton.
Seabacker.
Yeah.
That one dude.
That guy. So yes, he's on the list. Dave Hogan Miller, kind of Joe Everyman. Don't you feel like Hogan Miller just represents everyday Joe? Just kind of a normal guy, living a normal life. 2 kids, a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Everything's just 100% normal about Hogan Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of wackadoodles, even on this list here.
Yeah.
We're kind of wackadoodle ourselves, which is what makes it great. That's what makes coming here fun. Dave Hogan Miller's one of those kind of just the normal person. Meredith and Matt, always fun to have them come in. That's they're a trip.
I don't know the last time they missed a cocktail class or any of that. They're a big component on the classes.
Cocktail classes, yeah, all kinds of that stuff, and always interested in whatever's new. So that's cool. JP Noblock, JP,
yeah,
all of a sudden he's come on out of nowhere.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
He's in this newest batch of syndicate members.
How did he find us or whatever?
His chiropractor's down here in Arnold.
Okay.
and a couple other things, because he lives up in St. Charles.
Sure, he lives at the Confluence.
And so
Which I've lived this area my whole life. I don't know what the fuck the Confluence is. I don't leave South County. The Confluence.
Oh, the Confluence is so cool.
No, it's not.
The two of the biggest rivers in the world joining together.
Oh,
okay, whatever. We'll do an ABV Barrel Shop trip up to the Confluence just to show you how cool it is.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll host at JP's house.
But he came in one day and then really liked it, and I think he signed up on the syndicate the next day.
Okay.
Like, he came in one day on a Thursday and then signed up the next day on a Friday.
Right.
And
he's an incredibly nice person.
Oh, yeah.
Incredibly nice.
Used to help out on the zoo board some, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got good hair. Mm-hmm. He's got good hair. Yeah. Always very coiffed. The amount of time you've got long hair, and that I wouldn't think you spend a whole lot of time. I'm guessing you don't spend a whole lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Whereas JP has short hair, but I bet you he spends 3 times the amount of time on his hair.
I would agree.
Yeah. The Hatches, they're classic. That's great couple. Just kind of fun.
Yep.
Kind of fun. Yep. Evan Van Scoik.
He's back in.
He's back in, just barely. I mean, he's coming in. Mr. Kids are just time management. He sure looks awful tired these days when he comes in.
Yeah. And he doesn't stay as long as he ever did.
No. Even though things don't change. But he made this list, so good for him. Tom Shue. Yeah.
Here all the time. And now that he moved houses, when he comes for events, he is always the first one here because he doesn't want to go home after work. He just stops in here.
Stops in here. So we would have like a 6:30 class. Here's Tom at 3:30 or 3:45. He comes strolling in. He's like, well, I'll be here for the class tonight.
Figured might as well get an early start.
Yeah.
So.
Dave Probst. Always here.
Yeah.
Legit funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So he can get you.
And he did provide in this time frame one of the coolest moments we've ever had in the shop.
This is true.
Buying that bottle for the people that were on their anniversary.
That's true. Because our last time we did this, we dated at 6/17, so our anniversary was obviously after that. So yeah, that was a great moment for sure. Steinkamp. Oh yeah, well Steinkamp's a classic. I mean.
Even in the summertime, he managed to make this list, so that shows you effort by him.
Whoa, that is effort because usually he's a spring and fall guy. Mm-hmm. Winter, he's sick the whole time, so you don't see him in the winter.
Yeah. From December 25th to February, if you see Steinkamp, you better stand away, and he's going to give you something.
If you see him on February 2nd, you know spring's right around the corner.
Forget the groundhog. Just rely on Steinkamp.
Maybe we'll have to do a Steinkamp event next February 2nd. We'll see if Steinkamp sees a shadow. I've never seen anything like it. He was sick. How many times do you think he was sick?
A lot. It was
He'd be sick like 10 days. Like, you get these posts, he takes it to social media. Oh, I'm so sick and all this. And then he'd finally, feeling better today. And then he'd come in the shop. And then 2 days later, he'd be like, oh, I'm sick again.
It's not even like he's a teacher anymore. Because my whole family will get sick in August. Because they're all teachers to get re-exposed to kids.
Yeah.
But, January just gets them every time.
Right. Emerging from his home improvement projects, Mike Folk and his son Alex, the two of them been hanging out a lot.
They've been coming to a lot of cocktail classes. Alex is a new syndicate member.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole Folk family is syndicate members now. They are our largest group of people coming from
we're going out of our way to acknowledge Mike and Alex based on the fact that they've been here the most. Mm-hmm. Now, you've also got Karen and Zach. Been here, but not as much. Not quite enough to make the top 20, but they're working. They seem to be working towards it. So next time we do this, it could be all the folks.
Yeah, it's just the folks.
Yeah, just folks. That'll be our top 10 list. All folks. Maybe because they're talking about getting some more people. I know that both a wife and a girlfriend they're looking at getting in here too. Then the folks would be the most powerful family.
Yeah, they're the mob family coming.
Yes, they'll be basically pulling the strings at that point.
They already have the most people because the next closest is the Steinkamps, and they only have 3.
3.5. Aaron Ringel is.
Oh yeah,
he's not by blood, not by a relation, but he's in because of them, and he's part of that crew for sure. So I give him a half credit.
Yeah.
So yes, but 3 by blood on Steinkamp. So yep. All right, next up is Adam Bagwell. Sure, he hasn't been to the levels that he has at some times, but he was in, for instance, just yesterday as we record this, so he's certainly done his part. KK and New Guy, that's classic ABV network people converted over to Barrel Shop folks. Bob Miramonte.
Always a good time.
Oh, yeah, classic. The Hoyles. Well,
here, probably for the most classes out of anyone. Since the start of the store, I don't know of anyone that's been to more classes. It's probably them.
Yeah, I think so too. As you mentioned it being the classes, though, the Monicas would probably be the next closest. On the classes. They attend a lot of classes.
They do.
So there are other ones.
And they've been doing, Matt and Rachel have been doing some work next door for us. So
that plays into it, too. You might be like, well, that's a different location. No, it's all the same thing. According to our licensing, it's the same. So we're going to say it's the same. Glenn. Glenn is a new guy, right?
Yeah, new syndicate member, just less than a month.
But,
he's been in.
We talk about there's different types of new syndicate members. Some that just join that you'll never even see again. I don't understand. And I hate that.
When we don't know their names.
I hate that for people that join and then you never see again. It makes no sense to me. But then there's some that join and then marginally take advantage of things. And then Glenn, he's like in everything now.
He just jumped straight in.
Signed up for Jack Daniels. He's going to be in Bourbon Palooza. I mean, he's all over everything.
And then he came to the first ratings that he could. He started coming to Foolproof Fridays to hang out with people. Yeah. And
Glenn Kavanaugh. Is that how you think you said it, Kavanaugh?
I haven't been saying it because I don't know, Steve.
I don't know either. Last but not least, one of the true guys who probably the first super fan of the Barrel Shop, I think. I think he's the earliest customer that I remember really kind of coming on strong. And just because he's a standout goofball,
Yeah, you don't forget him very easily.
Yeah, so.
Sometimes he looks like a woman.
Yeah. What the fuck that means?
When I mistake the woman in the parking lot for Kyle Neely, we're talking about Kyle Neely in case you hadn't caught on yet. When I thought the old lady was Kyle Neely.
That's true. God damn, that had to be an ugly woman. Holy shit. That is one ugly woman.
Yep.
Oh, so there you go. Good times. All right. Who are we going to put on this list? Number one. Who's going to... The coveted number one. Or do you want to start any further down and come back to number one?
Let's start with number 5 now. Let's start with number 1. My brain can't do.
Okay, number 1. Who's number 1?
I think I have a name. Do you have a name?
Yes.
I think our answers are going to be different.
Okay.
Because he's really become Friday night staple now.
That's it.
Wayne Van Sluis.
That's who I was going to say too. Wayne Van Sluis.
He helped us rehang the syndicate glasses during this time frame.
Yep.
And he is here every Friday night at 6 or 5:30, depending on when he wants to clock out. So.
Yep. I think along the same lines, because they attend a lot of events, they're here are just regulars in the shop as well, and they have helped out a lot. Doing the bar over there, and it ended up being a way bigger undertaking than he thought it was going to be. To his credit, he's hung in there with it. It seemed like it's been depressing for him at times, but Rachel, who was definitely part of that, kind of keep, if nothing else, being a good cheerleader.
Yep.
The Monicas. I'm going to put the Monicas at number 2.
Rachel, I would ask him how it went every time after they were done, and Matt was always like, yeah. And Rachel's like, we're doing great. We learned a lot of things. And it was always the flower.
You gotta like the Monica. When Matt and Linda come to the events, they're just good people. So I like those.
And they're always it's usually Rachel and Ryan that come to events with them too, and they're fun to hang around with. It's just an all around good time.
It's a good family. So I like anybody who can make the world in the way. And have
also, Matt Monica had the best shirt on the other night. It had a picture of Darth Maul getting cut in half, and that was really funny. So
that's true. He's coming on strong on the shirt front. All right, who's next on the list?
Now things get interesting because I agreed on the first 2.
All right, who do you think now? I'm going to let you go.
I think I'm going to go with going with a rising star.
Okay.
Newer syndicate member, newer regular. And I'm between two people. That's why I haven't said who it was yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with JP.
JP.
Because he does drive down here from St. Charles, and sometimes you'll see him like 3 days in a row.
Even
the Confluence. Not even St. Charles, the Confluence.
The Confluence. I mean, yeah. Whew. We know that's not easy.
Yeah.
All right. He's good, and he's got good hair. So, yeah. Well. All right. Next, I'll get to pick here. Let's go some classics. I'm going to go KK and New Guy.
Yeah.
I like KK and New Guy, and they are.
And New Guy has been bringing in a lot of cookies for Foolproof Friday. I hadn't thought about that until now. That
doesn't hurt.
Never sucks. They're great cookies, too.
Right.
Even though the peanut butter ones, you accuse them of being cut and bake or whatever. But
yeah, I know he's doing the cut and bake, but that's all right. They're still good. All right. I picked those. You can go next.
Let's.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Yeah, no, it's really not. Could you guys be meaner when you come in sometimes and make this decision easier? I think. I think I'm gonna have to go with the folks.
The folks. Okay.
Michael and Alex. I think that's.
And with the rest, with news to the rest of the folks, get it together.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're getting there.
Yeah.
But yes, I always say, "Hey, folks," when they walk in, which I use the term "folks" quite a bit, so that's not that unusual. But they always kind of roll their eyes because I guess they get that a lot.
I'm sure they do.
It's not, But
how else do you address the whole group of them?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's folks.
It's folks.
They can keep rolling their eyes.
They can roll their eyes, and it's just going to keep happening. Next up, I got to go the Hoyles. I mean, my God, the Hoyles, talk about great supporters, good people. They, Dave is one of my absolute favorite people in the world. I don't even know if he knows that. I love talking to that guy. I love hanging out with that guy. His
smile is great.
Yeah, his smile is great. He has a good time. He's a great card player, and I give him shit about that, and I'll continue to give him shit because he's going to get it from me. Because I want to try to get inside his head. Part of winning cards is you got to get in the other guy's head, right?
Yeah.
So I want to do that. And Pam, she's like your crazy aunt or something.
Yeah.
I mean, and they know this. This is not being something shared that's off. She's like I said, your crazy aunt that's in your family. So everyone has a Pam in their family. So yeah, you get kind of that stuff going. They're awesome people. And by the way, talking about events, I think they're paid up through February.
Yeah, they walked in with a list the other day. They were like,
Dave literally had a list printed off and said, "I want to pay for these events." So they're good through February.
I looked at one of them. I was like, "Wait, we put that on the calendar? I thought we were just kicking that one around."
We got to start working on our March events. Dave's looking to pay for some new ones. All right, so there you go. So that's good. All right. Who else?
I'm up next.
Yes.
Just going to keep with my theme of new people on the list that I think need to be on here. I think it needs to be Glenn.
Glenn, yeah. I like Glenn a lot. He's a good dude, and he seems to be enjoying what we're doing. And it's fun to see through the eyes of somebody like Glenn that comes in, it's new to him, and how much they appreciate it. Because what we've done is we've created something here. We've created a place that is beyond just a liquor store. We've created something that taps into their free time, and I think that's one of the most important things that you can get from somebody is them committing their time to what you're doing, coming to the classes, coming to the events, traveling, going to events like that. They're saying, hey, because we know that time's our most valuable resource, and if people are willing to give that to you, that says they're believing in what you do. They like what you do. They value it to such a degree that they're willing to do those things. I think it's very cool to see that. So.
Yeah, and he has jumped straight in, and like he came into Foolproof Friday the other day, which can be intimidating if you don't know everyone there, and was cracking jokes. Most of them probably shouldn't say on air because that's how Foolproof Fridays get sometimes.
Right.
But he just like that. It took him 10 minutes to hit the ground running, and that was really cool to see. So
yes, absolutely. All right, number 8 and 9. So I think I'm going to go classic and kind of newer here. I'm going to go number 8. I'm going to go Tim Howard. And number 9, Since he's been, he went through a tough spell where he wasn't able to come in a lot, but I've enjoyed seeing him in again. And he is a great guy to have around. Whether you're laughing with him or at him, he seems to be enjoying it no matter what.
Yeah, he always says he doesn't care. So.
Yeah, Kyle Neely for sure. So that leaves one more, and that, of course, is always your gig. So let me go over who's left here. So you got Josh Dale, Clayton Sabacker, Dave Hogan-Miller, Meredith and Matt, the Hatches, Evan Van Scoik, Tom Shue, Dave Probst, Michael Steinkamp, Adam Bagwell, Bob Miramonte. All deserve it.
Yeah, I was going to say, we should just start doing the top 20.
There's not a weak one in there.
No. Josh Dale always comes as one of the first people to try every single barrel pick. He is in here so quick all the time.
It's a crime to leave him out.
Yeah, it is.
But
Clayton does one of my favorite behaviors, and he sets up his computer and then comes up here and sits at the bar. Right. I love that. That cracks me up every time.
I think he's one of our most generous customers because he'll buy one of the most expensive bottles we've got, and he just opens it up and lets everyone share it. Even if somebody who just happens to come through the door right then and there, he'll share it with them.
$400 hazmat. He gave half of that away here.
Yeah.
It just
other people were like, "Oh, that was really good. You mind if I get a second class?" I was like, "Oh, that's pretty bold." He's like, "No, go ahead."
Yeah.
I mean, he's legit. He's legit. All right.
Dave Hogan-Miller, again, always brings a smile to my face. He's just a regular guy, but you can talk to him about anything. He understands it. And
he's our Homer Simpson.
Yeah. He has great stories of him at the bar when he used to be the bouncer outside of a bar. And Meredith and Matt. Two people that come to the cocktail classes, love them, not just making fun of me, actually like the cocktails. That's rare to find in this world.
Most everyone else there is to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Those two are actually there to learn and to see if there's something good. So there you go.
The Hatches, I love the Hatches ever since I started working here. They're awesome. I talked to them a lot. It wasn't here, but it was up at Gary's house, Gary's birthday party. I sat down and talked to him for 30 minutes.
Right.
And so they're always great. The return of Evan Van Scoik is a monumental thing.
It's a triumphant story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom Shue, again, like we said, he is here all the time for classes. He actually should be rolling in any time. Right. We have one tonight. So.
Right, yes.
Probst, DMFP, is one of my favorite people that comes in the shop. He did that really cool thing at the anniversary.
Yeah.
Steinkamp made the list of top 20 into the summertime. That's monumental. Adam Bagwell is... I sit here and talk, because every time he comes in, he's committing time. Well, the other day he was in, but he was just getting his kids pizza. He's like, I can only spend 40 minutes. Right. Little Caesar's pizza wasn't ready yet. I was like, isn't that their whole thing? But whatever. We had a great time talking then. And Bob Miramonte, again, class act, amazing. So this is going to be a really hard decision. And I was saying all that to buy me some time to think of who I think should be it.
Yeah. Dreams are made on this.
Yep. And I think I'm between three people.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with...
Yes.
We'll let Josh off the list this time. I know he said he never wanted to be on this list, and so we've been holding him on there for the last year.
That'll probably be pissed he's off
the list.
He comes in and just tears up the shelf. Starts turning over desks and shit. That'd be the greatest.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be worth the damage. Turning over shelves, breaking bottles.
And I think I'm going to go Adam Bagwell.
Bagwell. He made it. Top 10. How about that?
Yep.
How about that? So there you go. There's our list. Number 1, Wayne Van Sluis. 2, the Monicas. 3, JP Noblock. 4 is KK and New Guy. 5 is Mike and Alex Folk. 6 is the Hoyles. 7 is Glenn Kavanaugh. 8 is Tim Howard. 9 is Kyle Neely. And last but not least, number 10 is Adam Bagwell. There you go. That's our list. Please come by. Get on this list yourself. You know how you can do it? Hanging out with us. Giving us joy. Giving us happiness. It's easy to do.
We're going to go on the record and say we're going to do at least one more of these before Christmas time.
Yes.
Because we're not going to do any during Christmas time.
No, Christmas gets really messed up around here. We don't even have, whatever time we just spent recording this, we don't even ever have that much time available at Christmas. It's crazy. So, which is good. That's good crazy. We have examples of people who come in here are bad crazy, right?
Yeah.
But that's good crazy. All right, well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. It's where single barrels live, folks. abvbarrelshop.com. Tons of events and things like that. Lots of opportunities to hang out with us. And, of course, if you want to get involved in the show, it's easy to do. Give us a 5-star review. That's going to help new people find the show. That's pretty darn important to us. We love when that happens. Leave comments with that. It helps new people find the show. Pretty darn important to us. And last but not least, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network and find out what's going on there. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.